What's up, guys? My name is Eric. I am the other half of the Impulsive duo. It's Candice and my social media where we share about the swinger lifestyle. And I wanted to share what it's like to have a girlfriend who is bisexual and having a bisexual girlfriend and how you actually can kind of work through that. Because let's face it, as a guy, it's cool, but it's also kind of scary because, like, let's face it, we can't compete with women. We are not equipped the same as women. And when your woman tells you that she's bisexual, it can go a couple different routes. And here is what it was like for us, and this is what it was like for me as the guy in this, because I think it's important to understand both sides. You have one person who really is like, hey, I want to explore my sexuality. I want to find out if this is something I'm really into. And you have the other aspect of a guy of, like, you can't be along all the way for this exploration. And that alone can be a little bit scary, let's face it. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up, guys? Welcome to our channel. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. Candice and I do videos together, and we also do some videos alone. And I wanted to share about her coming out as bisexual and being in this swinger lifestyle with a girlfriend who is bisexual. It's even led us down to the point that we started unicornlanding.net. It is Candice's app that she has designed along with a website. The app is coming out soon. Unicornlanding.net is for women empowerment in the swinger lifestyle with bisexual women and couples and women making those connections. And having a girl that is bisexual, like, at first you're like, dude, this is cool. This is the coolest thing in the world. Like, my girlfriend's bisexual. We're going to have these threesomes. You know, she's into women. I'm into women. Like, this is going to be a great time. But you also don't think of the flip side of some of the experience that you go through as a guy that you don't take into account at first of, like, there is jealousy involved. There is insecurities and stuff that come involved. And even with me, I do get insecurities. Luckily, our communication's like on point. Our relationship is on point, and we do a lot of checking in with each other. There's a ton of communication with each other. We've set a lot of boundaries with each other to keep it very healthy and very communicative. And we love the educational side of the swinger lifestyle. But I can't compete with a woman. And when a girl is exploring this, it does start to seep in your head, like, maybe she likes women more than men. Is she going to leave me? Because let's face it, as guys, we have these egos. We have these egos that we're, we got to be the big tough guy. She likes me. And supporting your woman in that's a little bit difficult because you can't compete. Like, you don't have the same pieces. And then all of a sudden, you start to seep in, like, am I not good enough? One of the things that I experienced was, am I not good enough? Am I not enough? But also, what if she likes girls more than guys? Like, I found this girl of my dreams and I'm in love with her and our relationship is growing. But what if she ends up exploring this bisexual side and goes, you know what, I don't think I'm really necessarily bisexual, but I think I'm gay and I really don't want to be with men anymore. Like, that was something that was very scary to me. But also, if you really love somebody, you're going to support them. And yeah, it would have been a difficult outcome if she would have been exploring this bisexual side and turned out that she liked women a lot more than what she did men. That would have been really hard. Like, I don't know how that conversation would have hit. And I know that there are people out there that have had the conversation and it's went that direction. For us, it was like, hey, let's support through this. Let's do it together and find out what you like. And, one of the most relieving things is if you go through this with your girlfriend or with your wife or with your spouse or with whoever you're with, one, you're supporting them and you're empowering them to find themselves. Because we as a guy, let's face it, we're all selfish in some ways. Like, if we were a guy and we were like, hey, I'm not sure if I'm bisexual, we'd want our girlfriend or wife support, to find out. Vice versa. We've got to put away some of that selfishness. You have to trust your partner in it. You have to have that communication, like, voice out your worries. I definitely did because I was scared. Like, let's face it, like, all crap aside, I was scared. Like, dude, I was scared of losing something great in my life, but I didn't. And in fact, it enhanced our life a lot. And we thankfully set up boundaries and stuff and play together to where, we both get to have a good time. And yet we don't cross any of these boundaries that lead to any jealousy. I mean, one of the most relieving things was when she was like, yeah, I really, really like women, but man, I really, really like guys. And the best part about that is now there's no longer even that question in our relationship. She's no longer, everything in our relationship is transparent and is open because of that support for it, where your partner's not holding back. Your partner's not pulling back because they're like, I have this side of me that I want to explore or find out about or investigate. And if you shut that down, you build that resentment. You build that, you start to build those little cracks in your relationship that can hurt it so much further down the road, where supporting your partner and taking those risks with your partner is all worth it. I mean, that's the definition of what love is. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is, in the swinger lifestyle, there's so many different aspects of it. And one of our big aspects is we like to play with women. I mean, we'll add couples and stuff to the mix every now and then if we vibe. And even then, it's not something that we do all the time. Like, we have different businesses. We have unicornlanding.net. We have all the Impulsive Duo. I ended up quitting my full-time job to do this full-time also with her. And it's like, you have to schedule it in. You have to schedule it in with kids. You have to schedule it in with other people with kids. And there's a lot of work actually that goes into this lifestyle. But the best part about it though is it opens up that communication. Her knowing that she's bisexual, there's no resentment, and I don't want to hold my partner back. And just being able to have that openness and support her also allows you to share your fears and your worries, because you got to validate both sides of it. You got to validate as a guy, you got to put that ego away a little bit and validate your fears, validate your worries with your partner. And they have to also be open and share what is, what they're curious about, what they want to explore. She wanted to explore with a woman the first time by herself. That was a little bit difficult of how it went down, but through all of this, we've built boundaries. We've built, different things that we're like, hey, we don't both like this. Let's not do that together, or let's do this together. That has made it healthy, and it's continually evolving, but we would never be this far if I wasn't supportive to her. And that's what it's about, is being supportive to your spouse, to her figuring out and finding out what she wants out of life. And, being that cheerleader along the way. I mean, we have to put that selfishness aside. I can say having a bisexual girlfriend is cool. Some of it is I still get a little nervous, but it's also fun when you're like checking out chicks together and you're both looking at this girl walk by and you're both like, hey, she's pretty hot. Or what do you think about her? And I also got to watch it too, because she is bisexual. Like, I'm not, as the guy, going to be like, honey, I want to do her. No, she's going to look at me and be like, no. That's where we set the rules and the boundaries up, even that she picks out the partners that we play with. She has to have that connection there. And because being bisexual, she also has to have comfort in knowing that whoever we play with isn't there to try and take her guy away from her. And that is a fear of hers, and that's something that we've addressed, and we made the boundaries up that, she's the one that finds the partners that we play with. So you can have a lot of fun with it. You can be very safe with it, and it can be very non-destructive, and it can be it's different from spicy time together to spicy time in the bedroom together. But it comes down to communication and exploring life with each other and supporting each other and putting that ego away. If you haven't checked out our stuff, we're the Impulsive Duo on everything. Yeah, we have one of those OnlyFans accounts, the Impulsive Duo. We're on TikTok, the Impulsive Duo. We're on everything as the Impulsive Duo. And we like to share and educate about the lifestyle and just the experiences and everything that we've went through, because we know what it was like to be new. And let's face it, like, there's a lot of curiosity that goes into this lifestyle, and there's a lot of people that, want to learn, want to grow, curious, and maybe trying to just dip their toes into the lifestyle. And that's what we like to share, is just that type of information, so that anybody has a good experience. Because let's face it, it can be a very tragic experience in this lifestyle, or it can be a wonderful experience in this lifestyle. We want you to have that wonderful experience. So hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below. Love to have your input. And you know what? Let's do this together.